Hi everybody, welcome back to Sid's Modern Life, Season 3, Episode 53 with me, Sid. And I'm actually just down here. I came down just to see what we got, but just the one. Nothing exciting from the drown farm. Last episode, we came back to Atlantis and we built a reactor room, which is... It's not going to be a reactor. It is going to be a semi-pretend reactor. It is going to produce power. It's just not going to use any nuclear power. And obviously I do know that there are reactors in Mechanism. We will, if we actually look at a reactor, for example, we have a reactor controller, we have reactor frames, we have reactor ports, we have logic adapters, we have all of this stuff. I need to learn how to use all of this. I've never used a Mechanism reactor, so that is something we will do at some point. But at the right now, we are still playing with what I'm referring to as passive power generation. This is not in obviously the generator plant, this is elsewhere, but this is a room we created, and yeah, it all looks nice. It's got a feel of Subnautica about it, or at least I hope it has a feel of Subnautica about it. I'm just trying to figure out where I could put a moon pool in as well. I could probably get one off there, actually. Maybe even come out there and go and drop down it. Yeah, that might work. Anyway, yeah, that's for another build. So this is where the reactor is going to go. And before I start making all the parts, I need to work out exactly what the hell I am building. So I bought some bits, and the bits are going to be, these are symbolic of things. So this is symbolic of ice, this is symbolic of uranium, this is symbolic of the thermal reactor, the thermal generator, and we're going to use this for wiring. That's the plan. Now my thoughts are to have this top level be the highest point, and we would have something along the lines of, if I can just get to the middle for starters, because this is going to be the wire that runs straight down, and we're going to have a again, let me just use this to start off with. We'll take it out once we've got those in place. We're going to have multiple layers, and they are going to have a generator here, here, and here. And then I am still wearing the red. Oh, hello, that was not, there was a fault here. So you'll have those will be generators, and what we'll have underneath is the wiring will basically run between a sandwich of two layers. Oops, hello. Now there is method to this madness, by the way. Yeah, that's correct. So we're going to have 2, 2, and 2, and 2, and then you'll have wire again, and that wire will run all the way down, and then again you will have 2, 2, and 2. So by doing this, once we've got all of this built in place, we can then just put all of the stuff back and take out and break this all, and it will tell me how many power conduits I need, how many generators I need, how much ice I need, and how much uranium blocks I need. So that is the plan, and what we'll do then is I need to keep the uranium blocks to a minimum. Well, I suppose it doesn't matter, but if I go down here and say that's ice, that's ice, that's ice, and that's ice, then that, and that would have to be uranium. So you've got uranium, 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 uranium. Then we would have the next one would be this side, uranium, uranium, uranium. So yeah, it's not going to make any real difference, is it? We are going to end up with ice, ice. Oops, no, almost did that wrong. ice, ice, ice. And then there's a gap which we'll do something with. So that's the plan. We're going to lay this out and yeah, we'll get this done and I shall be back with you once I've worked out the quantities. So I'm going to carry on down until we've got probably down, oh, hello, don't lose that, till we get a little bit lower down. But yeah, let me get that done. I'll be back in a second. All right, so with that made, I've also sealed it in. I've just got to put a base on it, which I'm just going to use non-rusty iron blocks because I figured that a reactor wouldn't be rusty, not if it was well maintained anyway. And with my inventory empty, all I need to do now is go in and take out all of these blocks in the middle. Maybe I should have used them all that use the same tool, who knows. But we take this lot out and we have an exact count of how many ice blocks, how many uranium blocks, how many generator blocks, and how much of the higher powered conduit I need. Because the other downside to this is probably going to generate more than the base conduit that I've been using will give us. So I'm going to do this, I think, like this. Well, then I can we can work it out after that. That's fine. But it will just give me a total count, you know, how much of each. So that's the plan. We're going to tear all of this out the middle, and I will be back again in a second. Alright, and just like that, we now know that I need a 1.25 stacks of ice, a 1.25 stacks of uranium, a 40 generators, and 54 plus a few, because we'll be coming, that will come up to here. We'll need maybe another one to come up. Then we'll have a storage device and some kind of transmission device. And that's that. So that gives us an exact count of what we need. Now what we need to work out is what we actually need to get together to pull that all together. And we'll keep you there. So let's start off with, in fact, but we won't keep you there. We shall put you down hither, and we shall take that and that and that, and we shall pop those back, being careful not to muddle this lot up, and get rid of the crap, and then we can put all of our finished components in this chest. I think that will work. Again, just being careful not to screw up my count. Although I could just go back and have a look at the recording. That really wouldn't be the end of the world if we went that way. There. So that should now just be, oh, that's a bit of crap that we picked up as well along the way. It's not crap, it's, you know, slime, but it's stuff. Right, let's have a thing. So we need ice, ice baby, and we need blue ice. So I need 64 and 32. Job solved. Get rid of the ice. Now uranium. We've got that much in ingot form, which is definitely not going to be even close to a stack. And I would have preferred you to actually be a uranium like that. So how do I get you into that form? There's got to be a trick. If I grind, let me just see what happens if I grind one of these down. Actually, not that. Boop. And boop. What are you going to give me? You're going to give me that stuff. And that will not. Arc furnace would give it that way around. That's a pain. How did I want to... I don't know whether it actually matters. I would imagine that it will work, but actually, will that look better? That may actually look better than the hoofer. Boop. Off you go. Just run that through. So I'm fairly certain that will work. But we need to head up here and have a look at our uranium crop, which is somewhere abouts. If I were uranium, where would I be? Steel, osmium. I'm pretty certain I've got it. Lead, silver, zinc, brass, bronze, endobiotite, invar. Should I be panicking? No, I think it's over here. Is it over here? What are you? Uranium. Wow, we haven't actually got... That is slow. I'll use you. 8 of those makes 2, so let's just grab some and make some. And turn you off. Grab that. Right, get the uranium sorted. That's the key. Get that, that's 16. And then if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, that should give me 2 stacks, shouldn't it? Which will not be anywhere close to what I need. No, okay. Right, well, I'll get that together. Let's see whether we've got enough. Because that could be embarrassing if we don't. Well, only a little bit, but it doesn't matter. We shall approach this as we approach everything. I can always whack a digital miner down and filter uranium. That's not a problem. Right, so again I'll run these and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, I've got a bit of a shortage. I am 15 blocks short, which would be what, 90 plus 45, 135 ingots, which is quite a bit. Now one option would be to just take a couple of layers out, which I could do. I've got these on automatic doors now, so that's quite fun. But what we'll try, I'm just going to go and try the digital. Should I small rockets? Let me have a think. Nope, that's not going to help me. Let me get this going. Where shall we go? I need to go somewhere that hasn't been generated to up my chances of getting what I want. If I head that way, basically, that's probably going to work, isn't it? And then we can warp back. Yeah, that's not a problem. So, yeah, we'll try a digital miner, give it a really good expanse of working area, but set it to only mine uranium, and I think that should hopefully give us a reasonable result, and it should be fairly quick to work over as well. So yeah, let me just go and find a spot. I'll be back in a second. Alright, I think we've got this set up, and we should be good. I've got the config set to uranium, anything with any tag with uranium in it, so that was set with just our uranium star. That should work. We can't increase the radius, that is a maximum, and we're going to hit start. So that's going to get 77, which is nowhere near enough, but that's fine, because what we can do is we can, if it's only going to mine those, which obviously are coming out here, we can quite rapidly put it down, move over somewhere else, put it up. By the way, this biome's really pretty. This is a glowshroom biome, which I've not seen before. So yeah, nice coloured grass, but there you go. Fungal jungle, as it's called. So yeah, it shouldn't take that long to do this. We can actually turn Silk Touch off. That should speed it up considerably, because it's an ore, so it doesn't need to be silk touched. Yeah, so I've got to do that. That's going to be 77, which I can double up to 140. That might be enough, but I think what we'll do is we'll just do another run somewhere else just to be on the safe side. But yeah, that's kind of going to work, I think, reasonably well, using the digital miner a little bit more intelligently than... I heard that. There's somebody pitter-pattering around down there with little spidery legs. Yeah, anyway, we'll get that done. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, a couple of runs later, we have got more than enough, I think, to do what we need to do now. So let's go back to... Well, we'll port in on the nether portal, I suppose, and then we'll use that to get to the volcano. Saves levels, doesn't it? So, armed with all of that, we can now finish off... I should have gone down the other side. We can now grind that down. So what we'll do is... How many have I got there? 7? 7. So if I break that down into 16 of each of that one. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then stick 22 and 22, 23, and that can be that. There we go. That should get us all the uranium we need. We'll smelt that up. That'll give us the blocks, and hopefully that will be that particular bit need met. I actually really do need some more fireworks, don't I? Have I not? There we go. We actually had some in stock, but we could do with making some more. Not sure how I am for paper, to be honest. Yeah, we got paper. And what about gunpowder? Not a lot. I know where I've got plenty, but there you go. That'll keep us ticking. 64 of those. Oh man, pardon me. So these are going to be done in no time. And we shall get that cooked up. And again, I'll be back in a second. Alright, that is all the uranium. There's still more cooking, but that can stay in there for now. Which means we can get rid of those two. That can be. I've also got some sea lights. They will become apparent, the reason for those later. So the next thing we need is the connectors, and we are going with cable, but we can't so that this stuff will has a capacity of 1.28 thousand flux energy per tick. I think this generator will raise slightly more than that. I think it's going to be about 1.3, 1.4, maybe a little bit higher. So we're going to have to go with advanced, but fortunately all we have to do that is do this. So if I go 8, 16, 32, 48, and oh, are we crashing? Oh, something's happening. Something is not good. 56. There we go. That's fine. So that is all of that sorted. This just leaves the generators, and they are a bit of a pain to make because we need to do these. So I'm going to need 40 times 5. So what's that? That's 200 Constantine plate. Constantine is of course made, well, I think I've probably got that one going up there. Let's just go and have a look. So that'd be a damn sight easier than doing it as the thing. What we got? Constant, yes, hello. I don't know how much I'll need. Let's just pop down here. And goes 8, that's 32. What did I say? 200. So more than that then. So okay, that's fine. So we go 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That will give me another 128. 128, 108. That will probably do it, actually, I think. If we do that. Boop, boop, and boop. So 64, and 32. Yeah, that's definitely going to hit that spot. The other thing we're going to need is we need 40 of these. For that we need 40 of those, and I need 2 lots of these per, which means I need 8 copper wire per, and copper wire is 2 per copper. A lot of wire. Well, that's simple. Let's just do this. Let's take... I've actually got 1,000 wire. Hang on a second. Am I out of sticks? My God, I never thought that would be an issue. I don't want treated wood sticks though, do I? No, I'm not out. Oh, what did I do there? 64. Let's start with those. And get some iron. Where did I get all that wire from? Possibly trading with the villagers, actually. No, because that's refined iron. We don't want you. We want that. So do that, and that, and that, and that. Will give me 46. Way more than I needed. I actually only need 40. We need the plates, and we need steel. That's a pain. So I need to go and grab my steel crops and get those together. See, I knew these would come in handy. That's Invar. Steel. 2, 3, 4. Let's just do that many for now. Not sure how much I need. I think it's 120. So we'll work out how many we got. How we get from this, and if I just do those, that's not quite there, is it? So yeah. Okay, let me just grab that. I'll be back in a moment. All right, we almost have everything. All that we require now is to head over to the industrial area and get some pressing done, and we should be good. Get rid of those. We should be good to make everything we need, and then we will be sitting pretty. Hello and down. Ultimately, we are going to get this all connected up, but right now we need to do, let's just do the whole lot. Might as well. And any second we should start seeing yep, there we go. I'm actually going to take that out because there's every chance that some of that could despawn if I'm not careful. But yeah, that's going to take a hot minute, and obviously that's all going to come in here. So as soon as that's done, we'll be good to make our things, because we've got you. We've got that. Well, you know what, it'd be easier to put 10 on that, wouldn't it? And that, and that. So all we need is these to come out. And we can make 40 of these, world will be a good and happy place. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, we got it, and we even got 24 Constantine left over, so that's all good. Oh, of course. We appear to have another, so that seems to be the place where they are spawning, but I have to tweak that corner, I think, so they can't spawn there. But well, pardon me, that is a job for another day. Oh dear, that was a bit windy. So, armed with all of this, we'll drop off the spares. We clean up our inventory somewhat, and then we can head back over to. So we can get rid of you. We can get rid of you. Everything we need is in there. So yeah, I think we are good to. We don't even need to sleep because we're at Atlantis, which is pretty much safe haven, really, in most respects, with the exception of the odd drowned. Then we are, generally speaking, pretty good. So we're going to get. Yeah. Let's put the chest down out here because that will make a lot more sense. And we're going to grab you. I've got an advanced energy cube for the top. We've got our cables. We've got this lot and this lot. Now I'm going to actually leave the sea lanterns for a moment because we don't need those. They're not critical for the actual placement of this. But what we do need to do is start off with our 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we are going to have, well, let's go ice, 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 and ice, 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 and then uranium, 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 uranium. So I think, no, I'm going to say that definitely didn't look right. So you got that going on. And then we take our power cable and go 1, 2, 3. Now, is that generating? That really doesn't look like it is. Is that going to be a problem then? Do I need to do something to get this uranium to be... Oh no, it is. It is. Look, the thing's filling up. So, from there, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then again, we're going to grab our ice and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a question mark about what to do with these gaps, and I've ummed and ahed about what to do, but I think ultimately we can probably just leave them. That seems to work reasonably well. So we come in here and place down all of our blocks again. Oh, there's a... hang on. Let's just... I appear to have managed to drop that. There you go. I think it's this grill. When you put things down on this grill, that bag gets dropped. Right, let's carry on. So we're going to come down here, get these two in like so. Grab you. That will come down and go 1, 2, 3. Straight through here. Now this stuff is going to just hold an actual metric crap ton of power as well, so that's the kind of thing to remember when you're building this. But So the initial surge of power going into the storage cell is going to be quite high. But we'll continue this going up, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, that is in. We've got all of the layers layered in there, put in nice and happy. Couple of things we need to do. One is just for visuals, we are going to just quickly pop that out and come in here, and we're going to run a layer of sea lantern straight up the middle of this here till we get to there, and that just, I don't know, just gives it a certain something. I'm not entirely what something it gives it, but clearly there is a something, so that's what we're after. And I know I brought plenty of sea lanterns, so we are fine on that. Yep, and then finally drop down here, and we should be good. Now at the top here we're going to whack this, and this is going to fill up pretty quickly. Currently it's getting 420 EU, but I don't want you to be in EU. Why is it changed back to bloody EU? Oh, that's a better. 1.68 thousand flux energy per tick. So that is filling pretty quickly. Now I'm not entirely sure whether that is just filling up from the backlog, or whether it is kind of staying steady at that. So that is a sizable amount of energy. Again, 100% passively, which is, I suppose, the key here. Is that this stuff Yep, it definitely falls down, doesn't it? Well, there you go. Today we learned. But that's a reactor. It's nothing fancy. It's just a series of things. But again, it's a very, very effective, cheap, and potentially fairly lag-free. I mean, the machines obviously are going to be generating some lag, but there's no graphical lag, no visual lag coming from it. So yeah, I'm happy with that. That will work. Now, of course, the key here is that this power is doing us no good here at all whatsoever. In the same way as it's doing us no good over at the industrial district or in the volcano, all separate, all in its own little discrete chunks. And that's where the next bit comes in. Now, I'm not entirely sure how long I've been recording, so I'll check how long I've been on that before we get into it, but let me just double check. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I've been going about 33 minutes, so let me just go over what I would like to think. Now, is it no, it is not. However, we do need to do, so there's two things we can use. We can use dimensional cells. This has an energy of 1 million flux energy. It can store power and optionally can be part of a big multi-dimensional structure, and it can also do long-range power extraction costs, and you can infuse it to get more. You've got a bigger one, and a bigger one, and then you've got these. Now that's the RF Tools one. I'm going to play with that because why wouldn't I? But in mechanism, we have got, and I need to find it amongst all the little pictures, because these pictures make it easy to see what we're doing, honest. No, they don't. They actually really just trying to find, there we go, a quantum entangloporter. Now this is going to be fairly expensive because we need to make refined obsidian. To do that we're going to need to take osmium and refined obsidian dust, that's diamond and refined obsidian, blah blah blah, and we're going to have to make that. We're going to have to make ultimate control circuits, which are going to use this and that and all sorts of fun games there. We're going to need to make atomic alloy. We are going to need to make, if I can find it, I've lost myself, a teleportation core, which is again a whole load of other things. But these are going to be pretty powerful, so they're going to try and get a network of these to bring the power together into a single location and then bring it back to where we need it. So for example, here. So instead of having all of these, well, we might have one of these or a couple of these floating around, who knows. We'll bring them back and move them around. For long distance, we'll be using those. For short distance, I'm going to try use those other things, the RF tools, power supplies. And that's the plan going forward. So I think on that note, we're going to keep this one a short episode because I have been running over quite a bit recently, and we'll go to there, and then next episode we'll start to pull this power together and get ourselves a final. Oh God, come on, there you go. Oh man, why do you not want to play? There you go, a final solution. But right now I think we'll call this an episode, and until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.